restaurant.
You want an escalator?
They bend to old people.
I know. If you can pass this tunnel, you can come here. Okay, you have just tried the 5-star tunnel. You saw the bunkers, right? That's it. Go back. See your test. You tried it. Yeah. There we go.
I don't think there's mosquitoes here.
Yes, which is why we have to put stuff on.
Oh, nah. Okay, maybe later on. Coochie, coochie. Oh, spikes underneath. Sort of spikes underneath, eh?
Of course, we don't want to trap any tourists here.
Be more effective if we didn't have
What, the artificial too?
Oh, there are a lot of spikes under there, I guess.
Okay, this is a tunnel entrance. So, of course, now we make it obviously, but of course, we'll camouflage something like this with more natural things, you know, leaves and trees on it. So, I will open it for you, and then later you hop in. Okay, there's a chance for you to try the tunnel. Ready for that? Yep. Oh, sorry. There's a booby trap.
I'm going to try that one.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could fit
Go. Okay, who first?
Someone thin. Someone thin.
Open it. So, we have big, small bamboo. Okay, so we make the spy with the poison on the top, you know, like animal gun, cow gun, chicken gun, yes, or snake poison. So on the top can leave the infection. And not only one design. Sometimes they make the ball like this, smaller, thinner, with all the stick on this, and hang it on the tree. So the more the American district, they put the booby trap on the ground, it's easier for the booby trap on the sky. Yes. Because, you know, this booby trap only used once. Right? 1 or 2 guys fell down, and then the other one, they can see that. But of course, they have to help the other, bring them back to the guerrilla ambush, you know, hiding here. Right? And they always wear the green uniform. Hard to see them. Yes. And it was well trained by the Soviet Union. Yes. All right. We have finished the photo.
I think the fence is not tall enough, huh? Some naughty people might want to go there. Not the fence is not tall enough.
And the design of the booby traps are all different. You know, big size, small size. You will see that in a showroom. Yes. And now I would like to help me to find out the tunnel entrance. Of course, not that easy, right? But remember, just the tunnel entrance, not the booby trap. Okay, where? Where do you think? Oh, be careful with the landmine, huh? Nowhere there? Oh, I'm not sure. Right? No? Nothing?
I don't think there's anyone. Any here.
Any here? Okay, open it. Oh yeah, you was here before. Yeah. Okay, you will go down first. Look, I want to get it. Yeah, there's nothing else. Right. Here it is. Yes, here it is. This is it.
God, small.
All right, you can come closer to see, so you can see the tunnel out there. But first of all, I would like you to stand back, so the gorilla here will show you how they go in and out in the wartime. Okay, stand back to make the big round so everybody can see you. You can take photo and give air for him. All right, raise the arm up and go. Gone. See?
Gone, yeah. Coming up again.
I get scared.
See?
I'm about his size. I can go in.
Yeah, you can
You'll be all right.
do it, even now.
Can I?
No, I can argue with that.
Yeah, that's the tunnel that way. Off you go.
Huh?
You. Sorry.
Okay, I'll go in.
Yeah, you can go and get in the back. Right. Okay, sit down then. Okay, right. Yes. Hold the lip. Camouflage. Yes, hold the lip. Hand up. No, hands up.
Lost his
Hands up.
camouflage.
Yeah, his lip.
I know where he is.
He's
dead. He's dead.
Some super glue.
You die young.
Oh, you lost the leaf.
Hang on, Peacock. Stay there. Hey, you're supposed to stay there. We take photo. Look up at us, please. Thank you.
Need his gun. Very good. Thank you.
All right. Next, please.
No.
You can.
I wouldn't get down there. Too wide.
You can.
And
You can now. No, just here. Just here.
I just mean, I go right down. I'm so short.
It's okay.
We'll pull you out. Just watch the rats don't nibble on your feet.
All right. You sit down and fall
We'll
back.
pull you
Yeah,
out.
wait,
When I get down there.
All right, bye. Slowly down. Slowly.
Nice
Yeah,
knowing
more. Yes.
We have things that get in the way.
You can't get out. You're stuck there.
Yeah. Hold it from the bottom. Come on, hold it from the bottom. Arms up. All the camouflage down. You need 2 years for training.
Come back up, I'll get you.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
that's it, you've lost her.
Are there big spiders here?
Possibly.
Oh, right. Because I saw
Well, it's a
some.
jungle.
Oh, yeah.
The other thing is to get back up again.
Frighten you right further.
Thank you.
Yeah, all you got to do some washing when you get home tonight.
No, I don't think any of us are skinny enough to get down
No,
I think that's it for the group now. But I think you have to go down more. But like every day you have to go up and down.
Maybe that's why.
I would suck my gut and go in.
Anyone else?
no.
No? Unless anyone else. I chose a bigger one for you. I chose a bigger one for you. Let's go.
Are you supposed to cover this up?
That may be for the office.
You're supposed to cover it up?
No,
and
the
turn
man
the
has
fire?
a
Yeah, he will take care of it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Rilla will fix it.
Oh, okay. Gee.
Here for shooting. When the enemy came closer, we use a tunnel to escape. So the Americans saw somebody there. When they come, it's gone. And you can see the original size of the tunnel, very small. The tunnel never get flooded because it's higher than the water level. But you know, the leaking water through the tunnel entrance, through the ventilation, so it makes the soil inside wet. And that's the reason I told you about the toxic insects. You know, the ants, the mosquito, the spider, and the centipede millipedes. Yeah.
Do you get tarantulas here? Big ones?
Tarantula, no.
Oh, okay.
So how do they stop the heavy rain going down?
Hmm.
Because they chose.
Good tarantulas when you go to Cambodia. Chocolate dip legs.
Oh, yes.
They want to make it the terrain is not always flat.
Oh, you get Asian ones as well. Like there's one called a Singapore blue, quite a big one. Yeah.
Cambodia, you'll get them. You
Oh,
watch them.
yeah.
My son ate them.
Yeah, they fry them on a skewer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty crunchy, I guess.
Dạ. Rồi sao chú?
Hmm.
Dạ. So this is another tunnel entrance, but of course here is different. This area is different because it was used as a fighting trench. Right? They built a long fighting trench zigzag in the jungle, and the guerrilla came up from the fighting trench and bent down like this for moving, right? And they bent out here for shooting. So under the vision, hard for the American to see them. So, but when the American came, they jump into the tunnel and disappear. But normally it's smaller and no step because jumping down is faster than walking down. And that's the original size. Because later, when you go to the bunker or the tunnel you try, it's double size. It's easier for you, but not the original size. Yes.
After they enter, how do they cover up this tunnel? After they enter, how do they camouflage it?
Oh no, the tunnel entrance like the first one, with a little hole and the lid on the top. So they have the lid, the blue bamboo frame on the top and cover them. Not open like this.
This only for tourists.
We open for you to see the tunnel down there.
Okay.
And the soil you can see very hard and very strong. It's very solid like this. See?
Is that a river hole over there?
Yeah, huh? Yeah. River hole. So Saigon River is very close here.
Lots of ants.
Hmm. But I can't give you the videos yet.
I don't want video, I want photo.
Nah.
I want to send WhatsApp, okay? No. You better take one for me also.
Are you going there again?
Yeah. I hope.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can have a quick look. That is the tunnel. That's right. It's just an emergency, not a...
Take one photo. Take one.
So that's their war face.
I'll go down to take one photo.
War face.
You want a photo tonight? You want a photo tonight?
Yes.
Sure.
No. I want you, I'll go down, you take close up for me, okay? Understand?
Then I can't take both video anymore.
You can take later. I can stay there, down there for you to take.
Hmm.
Let's go.
Let's go.
No, okay. Here, take one for
Alright, yes.
So this is just a machine gun pit or something, is it?
There is the tunnel, not the tunnel entrance. It's just halfway up the tunnel and the gonna open for you to see inside. Because the other one is like with the entrance, the original entrance, so it's hard for you to see because it's too dark. So now the gonna open here for you to see the middle way. Okay, hold want to go down?
Coochie, coochie.
Pop in there and look at the fire. I'll give it a bat and all. I'll get a stick and you make it out it's a gun.
That hole is so small.
It looked like he found a treasury or something.
Don't worry about that. The bus is just gone. There's another
All
bus.
right, next please.
I see him the other day to go in the firing range.
Yeah, that will be.
Yeah,
But it might make your eardrums explode though.
I didn't realise it was on there when it was till I seen it was dry.
Got it. Yes.
You didn't get my voice.
I know, they're really bone crack.
Even better.
A little wiggle here and a little wiggle there. Makes the world go round.
Oh,
Yeah, they don't stick very well. They're hard.
You're the best sunlight in there, Bert. Yeah. You get a job.
yeah, you can be a work here as one of those.
You borrow Singh's hat.
Hmm.
There's a notice.
We live in our house now.
People over 70
The
years
dark
old.
area is something very
I can understand that. I shouldn't have come in here.
I am too.
Yeah.
So that's a reason a lot of gorilla easily move.
Yeah, she's not qualified then.
And because in the wartime, this area usually it was free fire. Anything moving around, it was allowed to shoot. American and the South soldiers. So they killed everybody. So that's the reason they had a small place like this for hiding. It's better than nothing. Anyone else?
Was there a round big lid for it as well, was it?
No, this one was closed. It's like this. This one is not the tunnel entrance. It's just the government halfway of the tunnel open for tourists to see.
This is only for tourists.
Oh, only for tourists.
It
will be the same as the one
on the side. The tunnel side is original.
So they didn't have a lid for it, did they?
They have a lid for it.
Oh, they have a lid. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So if it was a tunnel entrance, it usually has this.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a mannequin.
I'll tell you what.
Yes. Or they have the square. That's the tunnel entrance, like that. But different cells have different things. So here, yes, we use from the rubber tire to make the sandals. Those people, of course, they were guerrillas. The Americans called them guerrillas, or they was called NVA, North Vietnamese Army. But they called themselves Liberation Force. They said that they wanted to liberate the South from American invasions. Yes. So they was trained well by the Soviet Union to be the soldier, and they sent them down to the south through the Ho Chi Minh Trail, and they always stay in the jungle. So they need the help from the local people. So this one, she was the farmers. Not only farmers become, could be rich businessmen. My grandfather could be government official, could be farmers, government official, rich people. So they supported them, but secretly. Yes. So like my grandfather, he was a rich man. So he was an architect, and he had many houses in city. So let them stay in their house, in his house, in city. So big Vikong. But because they had good connection with with the South government, because they didn't think that the rich people, follow the communists, or the government official, they have them like spy. So they got the information and gave it to them. Or the farmer work on the rice field as a normal people, but just in the daytime. Nighttime, some of them supported the big gong. So they come to the jungle, have a meeting with them. But many times they had to cover their face. They didn't want anybody to recognize them. But sometimes they had to meet the boss, the commander. So they had to open their face. So the way to recognize each other is the scarf. The scarf was very popular at that time. All the farmers have the scarf because they have to clean the sweat. But when they meet the boss, the way they have a special way to tie the scarf. So let them realize each other. Yes. And they wear the sandals. That's from the rubber tire.
What do they use? Spikes underneath them or something? That's some sort of spike.
It's just from the strap. It's just from the rubber strap. Yes.
Oh, right.
And the hammock was what they really need in the wartime. Yes. So the flag of the communists, the communist government in the south, of course, illegally. It was like star and red, but just the foundation red, the red foundation, it's just half red foundation, half blue foundation, and the yellow star on the top in the middle. Yeah, so that's the communists in the south. But actually, the communists in the south, it was called ally of the north, but actually, all the key person in the communists in the south was indicated by the north. They sent them down to the south or controlled by the north. Breathing, but not much for other things. So to build the ventilation, they use the bamboo. We have big bamboo like this. I will show you later. Big. So they cut the bamboo in half, follow the bamboo inside, turn it back, put it down in the soil for ventilation. But of course, they didn't expose all the air hole on the floor outside. They had to camouflage something on the top, make it look very natural. So of course, in our jungle, we have termite mounds, ant hills, rats in the hole. So they copy them to make the camouflage the ventilation. Some real, some fake. So American confused. So the American used the German dogs to smell out the human odor, right? But the guerrilla, they have their own trick to avoid the dogs. First, they will use American clothes. Second, they will use American soap. They went to the city to buy American soap. They use that to make the dog confuse the smell. Third, they use the chili powder and pepper powder, spicy things, scatter them. So the dog sneeze, they couldn't smell anything. So those were the tricks they used to avoid the dog. So in the wartime, didn't have any track like this to follow. They have 5 important rules they had to remember. First, no map. Second, no track. Third, no light, because in the jungle in the night time, just a little light can attract American attention. Of course, they didn't come, but they just dropped the rockets or the bomb. 4, no smoke. So when they cook, they must have the special chimney to control the smoke, to keep the smoke underground. So outside, you couldn't smell, you couldn't see any smoke outside because they keep them underground, or just a little bit outside, and they cook in the night time or in the midnight. So the American couldn't smell or see any smoke. And the 5th one was no noise, because the echo in the tunnel pretty big. So normally in the tunnel they just use the body language. That's another ventilation.
No ventilation.
Yeah. But it's all not always like the air hole here, the underneath for the tunnel. It was just always somewhere. Or you see the smoke here, but not right here with the bunker.
Ventilation.
The bunker for cooking 30 meter, 40 meter away.
You're going to join up? Join the army, mate? Join the army? You've got the cat.
No, I'm too cowardly to get killed.
Something inside to make the landmine late explode, right? 10 seconds, 15 seconds, because if it explodes immediately in the front of the tank, if the tank hit it, so in front of the tank was armor, very strong. Couldn't stop it, couldn't destroy it. So just about 10 seconds later to destroy the other parts, weaker in the back or in the middle. So this one was destroyed by that way. But of course, it wasn't destroyed right here. It was destroyed in Tuti town. And the government brought it here now to tell you how, or the story. Yeah. And when American left the tank here, it was a good chance for the guerrilla to reduce the steel, the metal. Yeah, to make something there, to make the construction material, to make the equipment, for building the shoes, or to make the spice, the metal spice. So you can see the bullet shot on the tank.
From the tracks.
Yeah. Once they're gone, they've got you. Yep. Imagine the fuel consumption wouldn't be terribly economic.
Probably ran on diesel, would it?
Yeah, it'd be diesel. It'd be low gear.
So the landmine blew it up, paper.
They have delay action here.
You can see here, this looks thicker than this. So yes,
That was the whole idea.
Where's the
You
front?
see,
Well, I reckon an SLR 7.62mm could go through at that stage those APCs, you know, those APCs, could go through one of those, bounce around inside, kill everyone inside, because he's had that much power. They shot one, and you know that quarter-inch steel piping, right? It went through both sides.
So that is the city center, the town center. We have business there, and you know they get rich here from a lot of rubber plantations here. Later you got here on the way back. So those people, maybe they are rubber plantation owners, yes, or cashew nut plantation. Yes, because the soil here is not suitable for rice because the soil is so strong, hard, and dry, so not suitable for rice. So they use this soil for rubber and for cashew nuts. Yes, or you saw the field, but not the rice field. Most of them are the grass field because the government chose this area for the dairy farm where they raise cows for milk, right? But we import, I told you, New Zealand, yes. So there's a lot of dairy farms here, but our farm is not like hundreds of cows in one farm, just about 10, 15 here, more than the other place. The other place is only one or two. Here, one farm is about 10, 15 cows. All right, ready? Yes. The government close it, yes. And now we are working with the American government.
Some spiked booby traps, bro.
So what we are doing now is, you know, the
booby trap spikes on the floor.
Yes. So the one you use, the new one, the old one nearby. Okay. Now the government is cleaning the soil there. They use the American built a very big oven. So they dig up all the soil and put the soil in this oven and burn it up to nearly 400 degrees. With that temperature can break the structure of the chemical. Okay. Yes, and then they pass it to the steaming system. And you know, clean it before return it back to the nature. But they couldn't use that soil for cultivation or for the local people use. They just use that soil to make the runway at the airport. So we are working to clean up the soil there. And when we finish that in this year, and they will do that the same in Saigon, because near Saigon, 400 kilometers from Saigon from the north, is another air base, also with the same situation. But why the air base, not the other? Because
It's better to have motion picture than still picture, bro.
But sleeping army, that's one way to shake the underarms.
Rolling.
All right, now it's a booby trap, but this time they use metal
Take pictures of each
to
one,
make
Kristen.
the spike. And this spike has a bob. It's more dangerous than the bamboo. So they camouflage something on the top, right? And if somebody step in, you will see how it works. So the guy will show you how it works. All right? If you step in, no, he shouldn't.
What happened?
Flipping armpit trap.
This one is how they shape your armpits.
Rolling trap.
This is not rolling.
Nice way to go.
Window trap. Keep moving here, please. Further here. Yes. Window trap. Looks like a window.
Wouldn't want to fall in there.
Folding chair.
Oh.
See you later.
I hate that one. So that they put the trap into the hole.
So many
Looks like
traps.
a fish trap. So if somebody step on the trap, you slip on the stick, and then another one at the bottom go through the feet. You couldn't put it back because all the spine on the top. So they call it the souvenir trap. And the seesaw trap.
Go for it, lads. Go for it. Last in, best dressed.
And many other little traps on the tables here. Or even they make the portable one. Okay, now. Alright, here. See, they fold it down. Safe to carry somewhere. Put in the back, carry somewhere. When they found a good place, they open it up.
Do it properly.
Pretty rusty.
See? So they have the trap. So these little traps, they left them in the water. We have a lot of water in Mekong Delta, for example, or everywhere, nearly everywhere. And rice field have water. They couldn't see underneath, right? So walking through the rice field, they could step on those traps, and they stopped. See? And they couldn't pull it back because of the barb. Yes. Or like this one, they can get on the tree, drop down, swing down, hit somebody, right? Or they also make the door trap. So you understand, easy door trap. They set it up at the local house door, like this. Okay, is there no volunteer here? No? Okay, I will do it by myself. So they open the door, step in, this one swing down and hit them. But of course they can react. They can step back or they can use the hand because normally anything goes in our face. We use our hand to stop it. But when they use the hand to stop it like this, the second part is up. When you stop the top one, the second one is up. Like, no more baby. Yeah?
Oh, the family jewels.
They don't need it strong to kill. Just make you surprised and let the cut pull on the hand, on the leg, on your face, and the face. So this is a photo of the two rats. Young, small size. What they could use was a handgun, the torch, or toxic gas, that's it. They went down the tunnel, tried to, detect.
Did any of the locals get caught by these?
Yeah, sure. Because not everybody can recognize them.
And they couldn't tell everybody because then they might tell the Americans.
Some more.
Same.
Okay.
Military, what's up?
After 2 weeks, huh? Yeah, perfect.
Animatronics.
These guys make the crap.
So this one was the military bunker, where they would use anything they came from America to make something. For example, they got the bomb, so they got the bomb home. They carried the bomb home and opened the bomb by this way. They just use a handsaw, with a cup of water to cool down the metal while cutting. So to stop the fire, try to stop the explosion. But this one still, explode, kill a lot of people at that time. Then when they can open it, so they reuse the gunpowder to make the new landmine, yes. Or they reuse the bombshell to make the spy on the floor, yes. So the man behind you, that is an air bomber. He bombed the air for the oven here to melt the metal, and we use the metal for bombshell or for the spy. The lady there making the bamboo spy. In the bunker in the old day was smaller than this, yeah, but no roof. It was a flat roof, a bit smaller, and they had the oil lamp like this they used in the wartime. And every bunker must have another way. So that's the tunnel to lead them to another place, to another bunker, to another village. Yes. And all the products, they left them on the table. This work is dangerous, but unfortunately, these days, the Vietnamese still use this way to open the bomb in the black market for the poor people. Why? Because it is money. If they can get a bomb like this, they get the metal, they get the gunpowder, they sell on the black market, they can earn about $100 US. That's a big sum of money for the poor people, right? So when they found the bomb, usually they don't tell the government. Many of them bring the bomb home. Husband and wife or brothers work together, open the bomb, and when it explodes, kill the whole family. 20% of our land still have those stuff. Yes. So usually the poor people, when they go back to the battlefield, they go back to the American military bases in the countryside because they can find those bomb or landmines surrounding the base. And that's the money for them. And even this, the metal craft gave them a lot of money, the metal craft. Yes. And this one is very interesting. I show you. So they can reuse the cluster bomb. The cluster bomb, just a small bomb with a lot of metal pieces inside. So they use this cluster bomb to activate, to explode the big bomb. But they need something outside to activate the whole set. The small one and then the small one activate the big one. That's the trick. And this one, they bury them in the jungle. So you see in the jungle something like trees, right? You couldn't recognize it was a landmine. So the troop moving, touch it, boom. Or the helicopter landed down, the winds moved it, boom. So that's what they use, landmine. They combine American stuff and they make their own one. Or they have the surgery bunker. You can see this one, the surgery bunker for minor injury. Of course, they have a big hospital, but on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. But it took them time, to bring the wounded soldier to the hospital. So many of them die on the way. We need some air. It's so humid. Yes. What that is? What sort of plant it is? These are ginger. The wild ginger. Ginger. Wild ginger. Wild ginger. Okay. Wild ginger. Wild ginger. Where?
Oh, big snail.
Oh.
Big snail.
Some of them Vietnamese eat. Yeah, some. You see something here?
Tree.
No. Here.
Oh.
See, it's hard to see even when it's open because we walk here in the jungle. A lot of things to see surround. So it's nearly the same, the feeling, for the American in the old days. And this one, tell me, what does it look like?
Entrance.
Yes, it's wrong. There's a bomb underneath. Yeah.
Open
In the
up
wartime, they make it something similar, so hard to recognize. So with the less experienced, tunnel rats, they can feel, okay, there's a tunnel entrance, but when they lift it up, it can be a bomb. It can be a booby trap. Yeah, something different underneath.
You wouldn't want to let your kids loose around here, would you?
I make it bigger than the snails.
Yeah, the Americans left 50 million landmines around the place.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Yeah. If I was conscripted into the Vietnam War, I'd probably end up in prison rather be in prison than go on a war. I mean,
Yeah, you'd be what do you call them? One of the
conscientious objector.
Yeah. That's the expression.
I'd rather be lying in bed in a prison bed all day.
Even if it was a hard bed.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to shoot? Do the shooting?
Oh,
$3 a shot. Not even at $1.
you grow deaf with all that noise.
Nothing to do with money, Harry.
Tina wanted to do it, but she didn't reply that about it. She didn't go after.
How are you? About 11 years, and I could have probably done it for 10 cents.
Probably blanks too.
Not once in 11 years.
M16 was very accurate, but in the Vietnam War, it was not very effective because in Vietnam, tropical weather with a lot of rain and water. So the AK-47 was very used in the rain, in the water. But this one, when it gets wet, stop. And second, we have a lot of jungle, trees. So for the guerrilla moving in the jungle, the shorter one is more convenient than the long one. But of course now the modern M16 now is very short.
AK-47, that's a Russian one, is it?
Russian one.
Oh, okay. And waterproof, eh?
Waterproof.
Yeah, that's good.
Alright, give you 5 minutes to have a look. If you want to do the shooting, do it now.
But she wants us to... Oh, there it is. Oh, long drop.
So this, they're building the second level down like 5 meters deep. Yes. Yes. So here we show you how they build a tunnel. The tunnel was small, so it couldn't work with many people, right? So they was divided. About 3 or 4 people work together. So 3 or 4 here, 3 or 4 there, 3 or 4 there. And they just build a short distance, just about 5 meters long. So they build from here up here 5 meters, another team built here and here, so they connected them. So at the same time, but many tunnels was built, right? And then they just joined them together. So to build a tunnel, first of all, they have to build a hole down, and then they build the tunnel. When they finish the tunnel, they reuse the soil from the other hole to refill this one. And depending on the distance, they would put the hollow bamboo down for ventilation and camouflage something on the top. So they build, and then the leftover soil, they just bring them to the river, dump it down there. Or if they work far away from the river, they would put them together and explode it. Because when it exploded, it looked like a termite, the bomb crater. And Americans thought that it was an American bomb crater, but they didn't know that that's the way the guerrilla concealed the soil. So the equipment was simple, like the farmer's hoe, but the farmer hoe's long when they work like this. So the guerrilla, they make it shorter and smaller, so they squat and digging like this. So somebody in the tunnel digging and pull the soil out. So another one outside put the soil on the basket, and another 2 guys on the top, like over there, they use the bamboo stick or the rock to pull up on the soil. And then another one bring the soil into the river,
How much was a
all
cornetto?
together and explode it.
25.
That's
So just about
that's
3 or
quite
4
cheap.
people work like this. And because it is the land of the farmers, so they know how to build, they know where they should build the tunnel or the way they build it.
Originally, this is jungle or
Jungle.
So was this done?
Jungle, fruit garden, rubber plantation.
So was this done at night, or was this done during the day?
Can be the daytime too, when American wasn't here. When American they don't always stayed here because jungle was guerrilla hiding. So they control the area, so they build a lot of military bases. There's a big base here for 3,000 American soldiers in Fuji, and many small ones. But they chose the empty place. They work. They can work in the day or the night time. But when American sometimes they have the operation, they stay in one place 2 weeks. So they stop working. They move to another place, work in another place.
Well, they built all this in the French War, didn't they? For the French War.
And many of them was built in the French War. What they work in American time just prolong them and join them together. But many of them was independent, built in the French time, Japanese time, 41 to 45.
Okay. Coochie.
No easy jobs in those days.
Tire.
I'm a venti ocean. That is. Normalerweise nicht so sein.
Oh, make from tire, eh?
Aber hier.
Where they get so many American tires from, huh?
Another Harry is gone right.
Dieser geht durch. Aber
He'll recognize where we've been.
Yeah. Alright, so these are rubber tire we use for the car tire. So when you wear the shoes like this, right, they put the feet from this direction and walk away. But can you see the difference between this pair and this pair?
One is curved.
Yes.
Back to front. Yeah.
Yes. We have 6 months, we don't have 4 seasons, we don't have 2 seasons, and the rain season not longer, about 6 months. So in the rain season, they had to use this one. They wanted to distract the enemy. So if they wear this one, easy to leave the footprints, but it's the wrong direction. When they walk this way, the footprint is out.
Oh, that's good. Tricks them.
And you say the spy, so it's just because the strap, the leftover of the strap.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, they made out the tubes from the tyres, the straps. Hey, do you know what I'm talking about?
Size. That's your size.
Oh my God.
Oh, they're big ones.
That's a giant. Like that is. It's the tube from the tyres. They use for the straps. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the bottom one's mine.
Okay, put another one on the side. Ah, you have many on the top.
Wouldn't be many people looking after that feet. That big.
No, I think it's too giant.
I don't even think they'd have the third one up even.
Probably not.
That would be big one.
All right, happy time, tunnel time, please.
Yeah, they're easy at the usually. Kayak kira mana kayak kira.
If you are claustrophobic, knee problem, back problem, diabetes, please don't try.
Diabetic. Oh dear.
This tunnel, I call it the 5-star tunnel because the side shuffle, but it's not tall like this. It's just like this high. So anyway, you have to bend down and move, or you have to use your hand and knee to front.
How many meters long is it?
So we have have many exits when you get out.
You come back to here.
No, you come out over there.
Oh, okay.
This is a one-way tunnel. Sorry.
Easy.
Go down there, get out there. The shortest one. The shortest one. If you go, not many people now, so if you go fast, just about 20 seconds. Yes.
And it's only bending over.
Oh, okay.
How high?
You want to take a photo inside? You can give it for the guy. You can take photo for
So-
you. Turn on the flash. Turn on the camera.
How many meters just over there?
20 meter.
Oh,
20 meter. Turn on the camera and the flash.
Crawl or just grab?
Can you help?
Uchi. Oh, yeah. Uchi.
Nah, not real. We all better go out.
You want to come out?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello.
That was my head. I just bumped it on the head. Yeah. Just watch your head as you come through.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm on my hands and knees now.
It's getting narrower. Is it? No, it's not. It's just the light.
Hurts the thighs, but hurts the thighs. Oh, careful.
Ooh. That was fun.
When you get here, you can stand up, so you're nearly there. Once you get here, you stand up.
You almost kicked me in the face, bro.
I want
Ah.
That's too big.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had to.
Not really.
No, it's easy for him.
Easier for me.
You had to go on your knees?
Yeah, sure did.
Oh.
Hurts a bit.
Get on my knees there.
Well, they're not
Past
funny.
the shoulder.
They're not dirty.
Hmm.
We have the
becomes cold.
Australian base, in London, we have another tunnel system there.
Oh, yeah.
But it was narrow, yes, but high.
Right.
So easy to walk through.
Right.
Yeah, but this one is famous and special because it's just very small. Yeah. So the people wanted to see this.
Is this the only one here?
No, we have many.
Oh,
It's the
man.
only one we can use.
Yes.
Only one we can use. Oh,
For
okay.
tourists.
Yeah.
So now the government only keep about 12 kilometers for tourists. And the other the government tried to destroy. Yes. And this area still this is a big area, a military base, where the government opened the military school. Yeah, they choose young children. Yeah, if they want to join military early, they can come here. So we have a big military zone here, and the government just opened a small area. But in general,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's why.
Hurts the knees, it
I got
does.
the first part there to give me shoulders, so I had to go down on my knees.
You left early, did you?
I come behind you.
Oh, all right. Oh, you will be just behind me.
Yeah, but then I got down where my shoulders were. I'm like, you're still stuck down
Oh,
there. I'm
okay.
not going to be able to get through anymore. If it gets worse like that, then I'm going to back out.
Oh, you backed out, did you? Yeah, you're a bit too tall for it, I think. Hmm.
all right, hi.
And a nice man knowing you where to go.
Yes, we're back. All right. Here we go.
Oh, did you see the
I'll get rid of
Yeah, you would be good if you had knee pads. You could crawl around. It's good to have knee pads if you're there. You can crawl on your knees.
Thank you for visiting.
Thank you.
No, not in there. He was walking across the path before.
Yeah, that was nice.
Red ones. They go faster.
Oh, across the path. Oh, rightio.
As long as it's not a snake.
And you should have seen his legs there. It's like catching up waves the way they like a millipede the way they go. I didn't count him. He had lots of legs.
Protect the patient from malaria mosquito. And there is another tunnel right here to lead you to the meeting bunker, and then it's connected with the dining bunker, with the kitchen bunker. So all connected. So the people didn't go up here to walk around. They all knew the tunnel. So the Americans couldn't see them moving. Yeah. So they knew the Vietcong hiding here, but they couldn't find out many.
Oh, I think I'll go down.
Yeah, you can go to have a look.
Oh, thank you. Hmm.
It was lay on the path.
This one a little bit bigger. If you want to try one more time, this is a good one for you to try because it's a little bit bigger than the one you tried.
Where do we go?
Where's this one?
Just go, just one way because now they just keep one way for you to
You
try.
didn't go down, did you, Bob? Did you come out that way, did you?
Yeah, this is bigger.
Did you come out that way?
How long is this one?
No.
How long?
No, I'm wrong.
Just 50 meters from up there.
Did you go down, Bob?
It's a bit short. This one you can walk.
Yeah, it's a little bit
Where's
bigger.
it go? All the way.
Let's go to the dining bunker. I will see you at the dining bunker about 20 meters away. Yes, just go straight.
How many
only
meters?
one way.
How many
I
meters?
thought you were
20
joking.
meters.
I thought you were
okay.
joking at first.
20.
20.
20.
Yes, 20.
I hope I don't get stuck or something.
That's easy.
It's a little bit bigger. Yeah. It's more.
Someone you back there.
Thanks.
Carry one of the ladies. Yeah, if you.
Show your face. Just show your face, okay?
Oh, face coming out.
Yeah.
Into the dining table.
I think it's pretty hot.
That was good. I would have run through there.
Ooh. Oh, sure. Oh.
Yeah. No, but because you are Australian, we are Vietnamese, we are used to with this heat. You see, we wear the live jacket.
Yes.
So we wear the thick jacket, you know. Winter clothes is common here. So stay in there is no problem.
Is that routine?
Oh, you made it, eh?
Yeah, through that one.
Sun
Yeah, this one is taller. It was.
Still hitting the shoulders a bit on the side.
funny. They want to stay
Yeah.
well and we want to... Oh, yeah. They want to look like farm workers. Because the thing is educated people. Just work in the office. And poor people work outside with the sun like farmer. So my mom, every time she see me, oh, come on, you are doctor and doctor. You never get any man. You know, you're so proud.
You know what it's about though? In our culture, the rich, leisured people sit out in the sun and sunbake and swim in the swimming pool. So you're rich if you've got a suntan.
These days you're silly.
Yeah, of course, but that was, you know, you either went out on the ski field.
When I grew up, we
Where's
put
the
olive
opposite?
oil so that we would
We use
brown.
coconut oil. When I, you know,
Yeah.
Well, it's basically it's a European
Yeah,
thing. The
yeah.
rich Europeans
shower
were
place.
skiing, sitting in the
This is what we call.
Mediterranean.
Not for Americans. Want to wash your hands?
Oh, okay.
That's where to get down with. Which one? Like, or just some of them? Oh, yeah, probably.
Oh, did you go down that one too? Did you go down that one?
I went down that one, yeah.
Oh, yes, yeah. A bit fun.
I was behind him. I left him plenty of room just in case he wanted to get out.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's good when it opens up a bit, so...
It's alright, because then you can see you're not going to get stuck.
yeah, you can stand up.
That other one, I reckon, wouldn't have been stuck in here squeezing food.
Yeah, knee pads would be great for one of these. Is that napalm, is it?
hope not.
Too late. Alright, so you see the smoke race, race up here. So that means the kitchen somewhere is over there. But this is just a replica chimney. The real one must be further. And between the chimney where they release the smoke and the kitchen, there was underground they built chamber, connected chamber, side by side. So the smoke came out from the oven here, and it's go further.
So it slowly climbed the
And
stairway.
then slowly go out, with a little hole like this. So, but they cook early in the morning or night time. So hard to see, hard to smell. But if they see that, very little, so look like pork early in the morning. Yes. But this is the end of the tunnels tour. So now we go back to the bus. You can use the happy room there, and we go to the
Finish.
Smelling VA people. I said, use those Aussies stink, don't they?
So
man was firing range thing, too noisy. He said he was going back to the bus, so I was probably doing this.
Oh.
Probably just said which way we head next and which up the next one. Way a bit, you know.
Ah, the centipede. Oh, goody.